In this video, we will study about circles and the tangents drawn to the circle. But before talking about the tangents, let us revise that what we have studied in the previous classes. So let us have a quick recap of circle and its related properties. So this is a circle. To define circle, we can say that the collection of all the points which are equidistant from a fixed point is called a circle. The fixed point is O, which is center of circle, and all the points around O which are equidistant from O, and if we join all those points, this figure formed will be a circle. Circle is a collection of all the points equidistant from fixed point. Now if we take any point A or other point on circle and join OA, then this is called the radius of the circle. Okay? And if we double it, then this AB passing through center is called the diameter of the circle. Okay. If we take a line segment in a circle, let it be PQ, whose endpoints are lying on circumference of circle, then this line segment PQ is called a chord of circle. So basically AB is also a chord because the endpoints A and B are exactly on the circle. So being diameter of the circle, this is the longest chord in the circle. This we have studied in the previous classes. Now this chord PQ or diameter AB are dividing circle in two parts. If we consider this line segment PQ, then PQ dividing circle in two parts, this part and the part above PQ, and both the parts are called segment of circle. The smaller part is called minor segment and the larger part is called major segment. However, this diameter divides circle into two equal parts and each part is called semicircle. Okay? Now, in this class we will talk about the tangents. So let us draw a line segment in such a way that it touches the circle at only one point. Let this point be R. So this line segment touching circle at only one point is called the tangent to the circle. You may feel like it is touching at many points here, but children, you have to keep one thing in mind, that in a circle the direction at every point is changing. There is only one point possible at which the line segment or any line passing through circle will touch it. If it is more than one point, then it will intersect circle at 2 points. Then in that case it will not remain a tangent. So this line segment which is touching circle at only one point is called a tangent. Okay. Now suppose there is one more line passing through the circle touching or intersecting at 2 points, then this line segment cannot be considered a tangent because it is not touching at one point. So the line segment intersecting circle at 2 points is called secant. And secant is not in our course, so we will not talk about this. So we will talk about the tangents and the related theorem about tangents. So some theorems that we have to study in this class are Theorem 10.1, which is The tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That means if tangent is drawn intersecting circle at only one point and this point is joined to center of circle, which will be the radius, so this will be perpendicular to the tangent. So theorem 10.1 says that the tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. This is the first theorem. And second theorem is suppose this is any circle with center O. This is any external point, let it be P. And from this external point P, if we draw two tangents here, intersecting circle at one point, let it be Q, and here let it be R. So the tangents drawn from the external points are equal in length. So PR will be equal to PQ. This is theorem 10.2. Okay. From an external point, at the most we can draw only two tangents, and both the tangents drawn from the external point will be equal in length. So these two theorems we will prove one by one. So let's start theorem 10.1. Theorem 10.1 says that the tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Okay. Now to prove this theorem, we will draw the figure first. This is any circle with center O. And this is any tangent passing through circle, intersecting it here at a point, let it be A. So we have to show that this OA is perpendicular to this tangent L. Okay. So to prove this theorem, given a circle COR, as usual, like in previous classes, a circle COR, C is circle, O is center of circle, and R is the radius. So given a circle COR and L is any tangent with point of contact A on the circle. to prove OA is perpendicular to L. Here, since the hints are not sufficient, so we will do a little bit of construction. We will take another point other than A on this tangent L. Let B is any point other than A on tangent. Join OB. Let us join OB. Now to prove this theorem, one thing we have to recall that we studied in the previous class, that out of all the line segments drawn on the line segment from an external point not lying on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Okay, if you can recall this theorem we studied, out of all the line segments drawn on a line from a point not lying on the line, as you can see this is the line and point O is not lying on L. So from this point, the number of line segments we will draw on this line, the perpendicular line segment will be the shortest. This we will try to prove. So if we can prove that this OA is shortest, automatically it will become perpendicular, which we have to prove. So to prove this, as we know that this OA is the radius and here is any point, let me take here C. So OC is also a radius. Since OA is equal to OC, both are radius R. And as we know that OB is equal to OC plus CB, this means that OB is equal to R plus CB. Now if we compare this OA and OB, so by figure it is also visible, and by logic also we can say that OA and OB when compared, OB being little larger than this radius, and this part is added to this, becomes greater than this. Another explanation is that any point other than A on tangent, if we take on this tangent L, then since the tangent touches at only one point to the circle, then any other point taken will always remain outside the circle. Therefore, that line segment will become greater than the radius. So here OB becomes greater than OA. Okay? So by theorem, we know that out of all line segments drawn, from an external point, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Basically here we have taken only one point other than A. We can take many points, but we will find this thing that only OA is the shortest compared with the other line segments. So out of all the line segments like OA, OB, or you can take any more point, OA will be the shortest. Therefore, being shortest, OA is perpendicular to L. So this proves the theorem that the tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Now in next video we will see theorem 10.2 about the tangents drawn from the external points are equal in length.